Good evening. Welcome to Stupid News. I'm John Scarborough. I'm filling in for Lewis Lee, who's been abducted by aliens. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster made its first close approach to Mars on Wednesday. The Roadster, driven by a mannequin dubbed Starman wearing a spacesuit, was part of a dummy payload attached to the second stage of a SpaceX Falcon Heavy rocket that launched in 2018. So far, the vehicle has collected 122,000 parking tickets from the Atlanta Police Department, bankrupting SpaceX. That's the news. Back to you, Joe.
Where's the drum roll? Where's the drum
That's your
roll?
job.
That was the closest thing I could find. Yay!
Missed. You
Let's
missed
go
the
ahead.
button.
Let's go ahead and bring in everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Gonna wait on Lewis. Lewis will be here. Hopefully Blake's gonna make it in tonight. Just as soon as everybody gets here, I'm gonna break some news about the future of Stupid O'Clock and what's about to happen. There's going to be a little bit of a change, which is we'll talk about. But for right now, we're going to say, oh, we got Carl Witzman here. Says, yay, less than quality programming. That's us. Carly Garline, which is Donna, who was on with us last week. And somebody just tried to walk in. Okay, I'm going to have to get a light on and flip a light on out there. It says light zone or on the air. Oh, but so what's going on with everybody?
Got a flu shot the other day. So far, I haven't developed a flu.
That's good.
Well, supposedly you're supposed to get mild symptoms as it kicks in and your body builds antibodies, but
yeah,
it happened for Lindsay last week when she got hers, and I got mine yesterday. And only thing it did was clear up my sinuses for about 24 hours, which I have missed my ability to smell for many years because of pollen. So, doing good.
Carly Arlene says we weren't supposed to tell Carly was here, and the problem is he saw the show. But yeah, that was an interesting week trying to explain to Carl. Actually, Aunt Donna was the most well-behaved one of the show.
Was that supposed to be a challenge? I mean, none of us are known for behaving well, except maybe Heather.
Apparently we are known for behaving well. And I invited Stephanie Osborne onto the show tonight, and she's not feeling too good, so she declined. But she was like, I don't feel good, and I look terrible, and all the typical things that guests say when you invite them onto the show. And I'm like, you can't do any worse than we do.
Yeah, but of course, Carl, when I said that Carly Carline was the best behaved of the bunch, he said, "Now that's shocking." And somebody just shot me a message.
Bing.
I went shopping today. I got my monthly Costco shopping out of the way. I just bought all my Halloween candy for trick-or-treaters.
Yeah. I need another bag of Jolly Ranchers for the wrist rocket, and I'll be ready to go. What are you shaking your head for, Heather?
I figured any kids that are brave enough or stupid enough to go out during the COVID-19 pandemic to get candy from strangers deserve something better than average.
Full-size Snickers.
Full-size Hershey's products.
Oh, yeah.
full-size Snickers and other products. And of course, the obligatory bag of way too much chocolate.
Okay, I know what John did. John bought candy for himself.
Of course.
That's
That's the
that's
nice
what
thing
I
about
figured
being
the
in this
big
world.
bag was for.
You don't have to rely upon the kindness of strangers. You can actually go out and buy whatever candy you want for Halloween.
I still have this huge tub of candy in there from last Halloween where nobody came. I got Laffy Taffy. I've got
You
Nerds.
bought all the cheap candy that you don't want to eat. And that's what that was.
He bought it because he
Oh.
wanted it because it didn't have nuts in it, and then didn't eat it because he doesn't eat candy.
I'm going to load all my candy into sandwich baggies
I ate all of the Reese's cups
and
that
throw
he
it
bought
and throw it
for me.
across the yard. Get out of here, you little plague-bearing bastards!
Carl says Heather's busy with her homework. Yeah, just a little.
But I'm still participating.
Carl says, forget the brats. We eat all the candy.
Yeah, well, Lindsay had a friend of hers from England that wanted a couple of special American candies to be mailed over there.
Yeah.
And we hunted and hunted and hunted and could not find a small bag of Laffy Taffy.
I've got a ton of it.
I bought the only bag I have been able to find in the last 3 weeks, and it is about a metric ton.
Yeah.
Do you have a Dollar General store in your neighborhood?
They don't have it.
Really? Family
We've got-
Dollar, Dollar Tree.
We've got Dollar Generals about every 100 yards along the highway.
I think it's mandatory in Georgia that if you get a driver's license in the state of Georgia, they have to open a Dollar General store next to your house.
They're pretty close. The closest one is about a mile and a half.
Probably Walmart.
Well, we haven't been going there because of
Yeah.
staying isolated. So
We got ours at Publix last year.
Oh.
we do have to go out to one of the Dollar Tree stores and get some more bungee cords because we have to replace the tarp over my trailer where I've been throwing all the junk on that we need to take off to the landfill.
At least
Yep.
you're using a tarp. I
Yeah.
live near a landfill, and it's like every Monday afternoon after all people run their trailers up to the dump, there's like broken ice coolers and mattresses and just all sorts of stuff on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Well, it's a county law. We have to have a tarp, otherwise we could get a ticket just pulling into the landfill.
They're supposed to have tarps here too. I heard they could get ticketed, but
I'll tell you, used to when we worked, when we had the city had their dump up at Summit Landfill, state trooper would park at the end of the road and stop every truck going in, every truck going out, and check your ID. Check your driver's license. The same trooper checked my ID 4 times in one day.
I like that guy. See, the problem here is the Catoosa County landfill here is the road that goes to it comes off the interstate.
Yeah.
So basically, all the police officers that should be ticketing people whose trash is flying all over the place are down there writing speeding tickets on the interstate.
No, but the problem is I only made 2 trips to the dump that day.
And you get pulled over and checked 3 times.
4. Got me going in, got me coming out.
Was he expecting your name to change while you were in the landfill?
On the last time I said, it's still the same one you saw 3 other times today, he says.
If it was a state trooper, he probably got orders to do that.
Yeah.
So I said, and they're real good about if you tell them to check everybody's ID going in, going out. That's what they do, even if they know you. Nope, I got orders to check everybody's ID.
No,
I
not
would
only.
I would ask him if he needed my passport, because it seems to work even better than a driver's license nowadays.
Well, one thing that happened is he asked us for proof of insurance.
Hmm.
I leaned out, looked at the side of the truck, and tapped on the emblem because I worked for the city of Chattanooga. A week later, we all got this piece of paper to put in and to have with our vehicle saying the city is self insured. Brian, we couldn't figure it out because it was the city dump and the state was checking.
Hey Brian, they have signs on the dump down here in Catoosa that says no scrounging, no scavenging,
Yeah.
so that they won't let. I threw away an old dishwasher that had a stainless steel front end on it. I'm really surprised no scrap metal people were trying to pull hoses and stuff off that thing.
Yeah.
I've got two
Carly,
old air conditioners I've got to toss.
Carly, I actually go out and pick up scrap metal. You ain't kidding. The stuff they throw away. I have picked up stuff off out of, the trash pile, put it in the car, drove down the street, took pictures of it, and sold it on Facebook Marketplace before I got home.
Oh, speaking of trash, someone threw away. I picked up a self-boring sheet metal screw in my right rear tire last week.
Well, I'm a hot pickle. Bloop back to you. I don't know who you are. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, set your notifications to all because I promise you something big is about to happen with Stupid O'Clock.
Well, the moral of my story was that that one roofing screw cost me $160 after the discount for the age of the tire and the road hazard
Oh yeah.
warranty on it.
And these tire shops have realized that they can sell you a tire if the screw is in that outer tread zone, and they just say it's unsafe.
Well, this was right in the tread. I mean, it was a flat tire. But since I thought it was too large to plug, I went ahead and put the air pump on it and drove it over there. And by the time I got it to the shop, it was acting like a tire plug. It would only hold like 20 pounds of air. It wouldn't hold 32, but yeah, I just went ahead. Instead of getting it plugged, I went ahead and got a new tire. Screw it.
Yeah, I've done that too.
And as you said, they over torque the lug nuts.
Yeah.
Apparently, factory standard is 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh well, I bent that lug wrench trying to get that thing off of there, trying to do it myself and put my spare on, which I had a spare.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get me another lug wrench.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, NASCAR only goes to 80.
Well, yeah, they got to get theirs off in what is it, 40 seconds or less?
40 seconds? No. They're in, out, 4 tires and tank of gas in 13.
Well,
on a bad day.
On a bad day.
I spent half an hour standing on the end of that jack handle trying to bounce it up and down, and all I did was bend the jack handle.
That's over torqued.
Yeah.
Well, somebody just got a notification.
Tweren't me.
I mean,
Maybe
Oh,
Maybe it
never
was your
mind.
bot deciding to not tell you it's time to take more medication.
Yeah,
It's
no.
Alexa. She's messing with him again.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Alexa's back. Alexa's back.
I wasn't going
Verify.
to say her name.
Yeah. Well, see, you can say it all along because I got the headphones on. When I say when it acts up. Of course, it took her 2 days to get straightened out after that last show.
Alexa, play Nickelback.
Oh.
I did it to my mom one time. I was in the kitchen and she kept saying something on Alexa. It was just, I don't know. I just yelled from the kitchen. I yelled, Alexa, play death metal. Alexa plays death metal.
Huh. Oh. Carl says, I guess he says good because I got my robot
Alexa
speaking
fix.
again.
So it wasn't the dogs eating the cord.
No.
I saw that one too.
I saw that, and the first thing that hit my mind is, there it is. That's why Joe's Alexa wasn't working.
No, that's actually a new camera because the dog chewed my cord up. Of course, I'd already started this show before I'd replaced it before I started doing the StreamYard stuff. Oh. Alexa, open the pod bay doors.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm not Hal and we're not in space. By the way, I have a routine you might like. I can tell you the weather when you dismiss your alarm. Do you want to try it?
No.
No problem.
Are you sure it's fixed?
That's something new.
It's fixed.
Oh, yeah,
She's
they've got
just
some
suffering
new,
from rejection syndrome. He keeps turning her off.
Alexa asked us today. My mom's husband Barry ordered some pants, and Alexa got a notification. So I said, Alexa, read the notifications. She goes, how did you like those pants you bought?
Hmm.
How would you rate the shopping experience on a scale of 1 to 5? 4. Buying pants. I wouldn't buy in a fishing boat or something.
Yeah.
No, I just bought a greenhouse. No, seriously, I just bought a greenhouse. It'll be shipped on supposedly on the 21st of this month.
Oh, Brian Morris just said, I broke his Alexa. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now. Please try again later. Oh, of course I am. I blew up 2 telephones before I figured out how to use them.
Have you ever seen that video about the Scottish people trying to get Alexa to work?
Oh, yes.
Wasn't it? No, it was an elevator.
Well, no, there's
Activated
another
elevator.
one with Scottish people trying to get Alexa to work.
Oh, because I know
And
I've seen the one with the elevator. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
They've
And
got a
it's a-
voice-activated elevator now?
No, it was from a sitcom.
Oh,
But yes, it was a voice activated elevator. All these Scottish people were like trying to tell it where to go, and it was like, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that question.
Please repeat.
They're initiating the roadblock.
Ah, okay. So they're gonna pump it
For
up.
those
again?
for those of you who don't know what that means, we're not under siege by the SWAT team. Heather was talking about SpaceX doing a test out at Boca Chica, and they have to close the road to do the pressure test.
Oh, and Heather, remember what I said about the gas well?
Yeah.
I was watching something on StreamYard. There's a guy that does live streams on the oil and gas industry. He was on StreamYard's show highlighting people like us that do stuff. And I asked that question. I said, is Elon gearing up to produce his own methane for the rocket in Texas? His response was, I can't talk about it.
which means
Oh.
he is on the crew.
He is somehow involved.
Yeah, your Alexa's not
Shut up, bitch.
fixed.
Get
You know,
disconnected.
I believe they do come with an off switch.
No, they don't have an off switch, but you can kill the mic.
You can also unplug them.
Yeah.
Hey, Alexa, launch a rocket somewhere.
And that probably just set off Brian Morris's Alexa, set off a rocket somewhere.
Meanwhile, at NORAD,
My
Or
dad,
somewhere in China.
my dad, whenever I would be doing something on the computer, would, especially if he had an audience, because he loves to have an audience whenever he makes jokes. I'll do something on the computer, and of course, I've been using computer since I was a child, so I'm just like real fast, and he just goes, "Oh, I think he just launched a missile."
What gets me is that there's these internet. There's an internet meme where there's a list of nuclear weapons owned by various nations around the world, and down at the bottom of the list, there's this one guy named Jeff that has 10 nukes.
Yeah. And that's your cousin.
Yeah, and I'm going, well,
Brian,
if he just give me the keys to 3 of them, I could solve all the world problems.
Brian, it was global thermonuclear war. Get your geek on, man.
Well, no. Even better than that,
Yeah.
right? If you go in the movie, when they go in there and they say, when they tell her, or they tell not her, when they tell him that they want to play global thermonuclear war, right? Whopper responds with,
Wouldn't you
"How
rather
about
play-
how about a nice game of chess?"
Yeah, somebody can actually win that.
The people on Facebook can't see that comment.
What comment?
Oh, there. Well, now they can see it.
Oh,
Oh, we got so much going on. And I'm actually working in the background for our announcement. So, and we will be running a few commercials in a few minutes. Give everybody 2 minutes to do something.
I do want to point out something. I don't know if anybody saw this earlier. Apparently, we're setting off Brian's Alexa.
Alexa, red alert.
Not fun.
I
Or
thought you
let the
said that
bodies
you were
hit the
going to
floor.
do it at the top of the hour, closer to 9.
Hey, wiretap. Give me a good recipe for pancakes.
Start with the self-rising flour.
Yeah, I don't, and it's really fun. No idea what Joe's talking about. He usually keeps me in the loop on these things that I don't even know, so it's going to be a surprise for me too.
What the hell?
What?
Skunk?
What?
Slow your roll. All right, I'm getting seasick.
I had a TV like that back in the
Next
60s.
loss.
Well, I guess him screaming wiretap.
Wasn't such a good idea.
Did he not do that himself?
The world may never
What
know.
did you do, Skunk?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, he did that himself.
I'm thinking he did it himself too. He's playing
I
with
think
filters.
I think
Yeah.
I'm having connection issues.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
His name is Juan.
I'm glad that didn't happen to everyone's screen because I sort of thought I was having acid flashbacks. Okay.
You thought, oh my Lord.
So if people don't know, if people haven't figured out yet what's going on, OBS Studio now has a virtual cam function.
Ah,
Yep. And so I can switch between different scenes and do all sorts of fun stuff.
okay. So you can use OBS through StreamYard.
Yep. So as you can
Apparently
see,
so.
I have my own nameplate. I don't need this nameplate. I've got my own.
Okay.
I can also I guess do stuff like this.
Yeah, let's
What
not.
stinks though is that when we're in the zoomed in view, you can't see the entire screen, and your OBS is setting it to take up the entire camera shot.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I wanted to do something about that, I could just do this.
Carl Witzman says, we control the vertical, we control the horizontal. We are in the outer limits.
Some of us have never come back from those.
No.
If you think that's a if you think that's a coincidence, it isn't. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Lewis to make the announcement.
But Lewis isn't here. Oh, you're waiting for him to show up to make the announcement. I gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a neat effect.
Okay. Skunk's got a new toy, and the show has gone downhill.
Oh,
I don't know about downhill. I mean,
Hey, Skunk, move your head to the side. Oh, I'm sorry.
what?
Go back that last
oh,
one.
and
Move
now
your-
he's Lou Reed.
Okay. Move your head to the side so that you have 3 sunglass lenses.
Oh.
There you go. Right in there. Hey, that looks pretty good.
Who is the He-Man character had the multiple eyes that's turned?
That's more Skunk's.
Dolph Lundgren?
Was it Cyclops? Did they
Wait.
actually name him Cyclops?
I have no idea. I only know one He-Man character.
Skeletor?
She-Ra.
Okay, I guess more than one. But as far as like the weird He-Man characters that nobody else knows, I only know one. Because there was a skunk. His name was Stinktor.
Stinktor.
Yes, there was a thing that happened.
Well, now
There
I'm
was
curious.
a little Abner character that was an alien, and he had 3 eyes. One in the middle of his forehead. Had some funky sunglasses that nobody. Well, he accidentally lost them in one frame of the comic, and got sent off to some laboratory somewhere to test, and they couldn't figure out what the lenses were made of, much less what the prescription was.
Carl says he uses OBS Virtual Cam on their cigar show via StreamYard, also in the green room to switch scenes.
Mhm.
Now if he can only push sound effects. Yeah, I wish.
It doesn't have that ability yet. I'm actually in the. Ooh, this is fun. I could show this off without having to do a different window. I didn't even think about that. Let me display capture.
I've seen that before.
Oh,
A black screen.
and everybody, also StreamYard has a new effect. All right, that's just scary. One of me's enough.
We've said that for years.
So this is actually really cool. I'm gonna show this real quick. So I'm in the OBS Discord community,
Oh,
which I haven't looked at lately, but they've been talking about it because since they've added this, people have started to complain that they're like, wait, sounds are not coming through. They're like, yeah, we don't have it set up for that. They're like, please set it up for that. And they're like, all right, we're working on it.
Who, StreamYard says that?
No,
the
OBS.
people.
OBS? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
They
OBS.
have a StreamYard channel.
Now,
Well, they don't have a StreamYard. No, it's not a StreamYard channel. But they had the virtual camera there was a virtual camera plugin somebody made. It did not like StreamYard. It didn't like StreamYard. It didn't like anything. It basically liked.
Discord channel. Sorry.
Yeah, it basically just like Twitch for some reason, which was weird because OBS could already do that. So it was very strange, but it was like that and like Skype, and I think that was it. And then they updated it. When they updated OBS, they added it as a feature. So now you can just there's a virtual camera button. You can just click on that, which works with StreamYard. It works with Discord. It works with everything. So it's fantastic. Oh yeah, the recursion stuff's a lot of fun because since the virtual camera counts as a camera, right? The virtual camera counts as a camera. So if let's say that I'm Lumikeyed, like right here, right? I can actually add in the virtual camera as a device. And let's say that I take the or no, wait. I have to make a scene to do that. This is neat. I understand.
Let me know when I can share my screen.
If I add in so this is Lumikeyed. So the back, anything on the screen right now that's black is actually transparent. It's just on a black background. But if I then add in blur.
Okay, no, we don't need that.
You look like an 80s MTV video.
I know, right? Isn't it great? And actually
it's more like a 60s music video.
No. When MTV first got started, a lot of it did that.
Now,
like, for instance, when they did the Boggles video "Killed the Radio Star," I think they used that exact same effect.
Yeah, I've actually got a 10% color source on it, so now it'll actually
I'm that old.
So now it's got trails. You know, so if you've timed your drugs, they should be kicking in right about now.
All right. Well, StreamYard just added a feature that kicked in on Tuesday. If you go down to your cam and mic and go to your audio, we now have a stereo option for our microphones.
Yeah, but echo cancellation must be off in order to use stereo audio.
Yes. So, for the musical groups, that's going to really help them.
For you putting those Halloween movies on the HalloCon feed might be interesting too.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Carl, yeah, I couldn't get it to work, and a lot of people couldn't get it to work. Might have something to do with your computer settings, or your computer in general. For some reason, people couldn't get it to work. But when the new one came out, it was like it instantly worked with StreamYard for everybody. It's one of those fun things when you have a solo developer who really doesn't know what they're doing and is doing the best job that they possibly can. Then you have a team of developers who do the same exact thing. Team generally gets it working better for everybody.
Yeah. And nice. Heather says she wants to share screen on something. What's going on?
Yeah. Heather, do the thing.
Do that thing you do.
She is so distracted now. Oh, try.
That's the guy I was talking about.
Yeah.
But try is 3. I only see one eye.
He's got one on all 4 sides.
Or 3 sides.
It spins.
You have to press the button to get him to spin his head.
Okay.
That little black hat he's wearing is actually a button.
Bring up the. Can you bring up the one I was talking about, Stinktor? He's cool. He's got a gas mask and everything.
Who?
Stinktor?
STINK?
Yep. There he is. Stinkor. Okay, I was wrong about the name. But
looks just like a skunk.
It is a skunk. He's got if you take the gas mask chest piece thing off though, he's got kind of a really messed up alien face. It kind of looks like Predator. I've always wanted one And remember when we did the toy show, Joe, at the Econo Lodge?
Yeah.
Kevin had one, and he kept saying he was just gonna give it to me. He's like, "Here, man, take it, man," and I was like, "No, no. If I get one, I kind of don't want one that's at the packaging and stuff. I think that's kind of yeah, it would be nice to get added to the collection and stuff, but because I already have like 8 billion skunk things. But if I'm gonna get one, I want to get one that's mint condition. I think that would be so because it's a He-Man toy and they're collectible. So I want to get one that's in mint condition.
Even just finding one that's not in mint condition is going to be a collectible because you could barely find these things anymore.
And and the other thing was that I just didn't want to, it's like, we like Kevin. We don't want to just take things from him.
Mm.
And I told him that. I'm like, I kind of don't have it because at the time period I really didn't have any money. And I was like, let me get a few bucks under me. And he, which I was hoping this year,
Yeah. I was hoping so
COVID.
too.
There's always next year. There's always next year.
Always next year.
I want to go raid my uncle's basement if he hasn't thrown them out. He's got the old Castle Grayskull and some old He-Man figurines.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I used to
Because
have.
I actually used to watch He-Man.
I don't know where it went. I remember I got this. I was 5 years old. I got this as a birthday present when I was still living in Illinois. Right? And I remember playing with it on the kitchen table and everything, and I had it for years. No idea what the hell happened to it. It got destroyed. Maybe my nephew has it. I don't know. I had the Ghostbusters headquarters. Like the 3 stories with the trap at the top that you can pour slime down in, and I remember when I got it, I never got an Ecto 1. I never had an Ecto 1. I had the Volkswagen Beetle that turns into a praying mantis, though. I had that. The thing was cool. And then after I had that and it disappeared, we never had it again, and I couldn't find it and stuff. My my former brother-in-law bought one in the box. Oh, I was super jealous of him. I never liked that guy. He was a dick.
I'm trying to fight to keep from going and getting my Transformers toys. I've got a milk crate in my second bedroom that's nothing but Transformers toys. I've got the anniversary edition of Optimus Prime with him in his trailer.
All right.
And his trailer turns into like this little operation.
What was all right, Joe?
I just saw what time it was. I'm going to go ahead and roll our 2-minute break. That way we can get 2 of these in, maybe 3 through the show.
Well, okay.
All right. So everybody, we can.
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't listen to John. John's crazy.
Yeah.
Do
All right.
the
Wait
thing.
till you see the commercial.
We'll be back in 2 minutes, 19 seconds.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. Johnson. Have a seat right here. And just this. Now, can you read the chart directly in front of you?
I can actually read that just fine.
Yes, very good. Now, tell me which looks better, 1 or 2? 1 or 2?
Can I see number 1 again?
1 or 2?
I really don't see a difference.
3 or 4?
Oh, God.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
Oh,
That
good.
worked just perfect. Y'all didn't get to hear all that.
I did.
I didn't hear a
I got
thing.
to hear every bit of it.
Play it again.
The first one and the third
No.
one need to be remixed. The one that Skunk did is entirely perfect.
At this point, I believe that he's just kissing ass. Because I think they all sounded
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, you couldn't hear the voice over in the first one. It was too quiet,
I
and
could hear.
the
I could hear
background stuff
everything
was too
I
loud.
could hear it so good on the first one. I could hear
Well,
everything so
could hear
good
it
on the
well.
first one. Right? Everything that I noticed that somebody was sampling Friday the 13th.
Hmm.
How good my ears are.
Oh yeah, I figured
After
you'd
years
catch it. I figured you'd
Years
catch
of rock
that.
concerts.
Yeah.
I like that. It's like that joke on The Simpsons when Bart was going to go see Spinal Tap. And Marge is, Homer, I'm worried about him going to rock concerts. Oh, Marge, I've been to plenty of rock concerts over the years, and it's never affected me. And then she starts talking again. It cuts to Homer's point of view, and it's just tinnitus. Yeah, loud and clear, Marge. You're just fine.
Now I remember the episode where Bart and somebody went to the Knoxville World's Fair.
Yeah. And it's a hat
it was
store.
Bart. It was Bart, Nelson, Millhouse, and Marvin. And the thing about it, Bart got a fake ID, right? And the fake ID was enough to allow him to rent a car. And what was really messed up about that episode was they get to Knoxville, and Knoxville's a field. The Sun Sphere is like crumbling. There's no city. I'm like,
It was the hat store. Yeah.
yeah, there was it was turned into a hat store. A wig store, not a hat store, a wig store.
Wig store.
Specifically. They bought wigs. But no, Knoxville was like a field, and it was like not even like a Tennessee style field. Like it looked like they were in like middle Illinois. And okay, I get them doing the stuff with Australia and making Australia look the way that it did, because that's kind of like it's an American thing, you know. But I just couldn't believe that they would take a shot at Knoxville like that. I really couldn't. I was like, you don't realize Knoxville's like a big town, like huge. Like, I mean, I used to live in Knoxville. It's gigantic. It's bigger than you would think. I mean, it's they gave New York, when they did the episode on New York, they made New York look like New York. Why did they do Knoxville like that? I don't know.
Because it's Tennessee and it's a joke.
And they do silly things with cities. I mean, give you an example. There was the joke about Springfield and how you could see 7 states from Springfield.
Or 5 states.
Yeah.
5 states. Because the whole family is there all holding hands, and Lisa says, haven't we stood in 5 states long enough?
It was 5 states that cannot be connected.
It's impossible. There's only one place in the country where 4 states meet at their borders, and that was in Vacation. That scene was funny.
Have you ever been to the spot where 3 states connect, right outside Chattanooga?
The Georgia
Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee
No.
marker. There's actually a brass plaque out there. It's out there by the Bat Cave. If you
Yeah.
don't know where that.
The 3 states connect all the time. 4 states is weird. There's only one place in the country where 4 states connect. That's the bigger.
Yeah, it's
Have you
in the
ever
four
seen
corners.
Have you ever seen a bench marker on a map?
No. I don't know what that is.
Bench markers. When they did the maps for the United States,
Yes.
strangely enough, all the maps for the United States are actually the people that did the survey for it and maintained the survey is the United States Coast Guard. Figure that one out. But every so often, they would put a starting point for doing their survey, several points on the map, and it's usually some key position for doing the survey. And they put a brass plate in the ground, about this big around, about 6 inches across. And it's got the code number and when it was put in on the ground at that spot. And they're called bench markers. There's one up on the Bragg, near the Bragg Reservation, up on Missionary Ridge. You can find them every so often. It's kind of funny. I went on a map course up near Tullahoma. We're walking through the woods, and there's this big brass plate right in the middle of the damn woods. Here we are crawling through briars and poison ivy, and all of a sudden there's a brass plate sitting in the middle of the ground. Look on the map. Oh, there's the bench marker.
You said that about the Coast Guard. It took me a second to realize something. It's so they would have something to do.
Well, no, it had something to do with the fact that they're part of the revenue service.
Come on. That was a good joke. That was a good joke, John. That was good. You ruined it. You ruined it.
But in peacetime, the National Guard is actually doing a combat mission 24/7. Don't knock the Coast Guard.
I did with the Coast Guard. They know that the Coast Guard. A lot of people in the Coast Guard. They know. The people are going to make jokes. But the Coast Guard, to me, and I found out that when I was younger, I found out this is inaccurate. But I still kind of feel the same way. The Coast Guard is kind of like the National Guard. Because you have the Army National Guard and stuff. They're like that, but kind of from the Navy, except for the fact that the Coast Guard, they're when you're in the Coast Guard, you're in. It's a 24/7 deal,
right?
And they're constantly doing stuff not related to combat, so that they've got a lot more on their plate.
When they're not federalized for military service, they're out there doing the revenue cutter job.
They do all sorts of stuff. It's really neat.
Revenue cutter. What? Hunting for moonshine stills?
Pretty much.
Well, they
only cocaine and marijuana.
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of the stuff the Coast Guard does is related to drug trafficking. They also do some other stuff, though. Coast Guard is, if I remember correctly, also responsible for environmental stuff. So, remember when the BP oil spill happened? Not the Valdez, but the other one.
Yeah, the
Horizon.
Valdez was Exxon.
The something Horizon oil platform.
The Coast Guard was called in to clean that up. So they were the ones that were responsible for making that now.
Carl says there's a benchmark within the walking distance of him, down by the Legion, and Carly promptly replies, "That's not walking distance."
This is if you're drunk.
Anything is walking distance if you've got legs. I do want to point out.
Car.
I do want to point out that benchmark. That's where that word comes from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, actually, let me see.
No, I believe that's where that word would come from. You have benchmarks if you meet a certain amount of benchmarks, right? So if you're that makes sense. Because to me, when I think of the word benchmark, I'm thinking about like testing like machinery.
That's
Like
one of
it
the.
has to meet a certain threshold of benchmarks before it breaks or whatever.
Oh, and speaking of which, there's a $250 fine or imprisonment for distributing this mark.
Meaning, if you steal it, they will lock you
Coast Guard
up.
will hunt you down and take $250 out of your wallet.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just move to a landlocked state.
They're even worse than the phone police.
You live in a landlocked state and only a few miles from a Coast Guard station.
I do not live in a
Let
landlocked
that be a
state.
lesson for you.
I do not live in a landlocked state.
Well, that's right. We're in Georgia. I'm sorry. I keep thinking
Georgia.
Tennessee. Tennessee
Yeah.
actually has, if you go up there by Chickamauga Lake, they actually have a Coast Guard station.
Tennessee's more like a time lock state.
Brian's cutting out of here. He's got to go greet the wife from work. Tell Cookie we said hi. Hashtag bring Cookie home. That's
Miss getting cookies?
Cookie is his wife.
I want a cookie. I don't want
You
that
know,
cookie. I want my own.
I've got a bunch of stuff in the pantry for making cookies, and I've been thinking
And
about
Carl
breaking
says
out the
bye,
darn
Brian.
KitchenAid.
I want to quote a movie right now. But I know if I do, Joe Dog's gonna be mad at me.
What's your movie?
The Ringer.
Quote the movie.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well, go ahead and quote it because I won't know because I've never seen it.
Okay,
Oh,
no
okay.
more
The
quotes.
Ringer.
He takes too long.
So just to put this in context, The Ringer is the movie Johnny Knoxville did about somebody who's regular everyday dude figures that he can enter the Special Olympics, and since he's a regular everyday guy, he's going to have an advantage over all these other people, and so he's going to act like he's disabled. So he's hanging out with all these disabled kids, right, pretending to be disabled, so that he can enter the Special Olympics and win, right? And there's a scene where he's hanging out with all of them, and they get in trouble because they were out late, because they were out partying. And the guy who's taking care, the woman who's in charge of the program is just all like, "What? Why are these guys getting back so late?" And the guy who is helping him out is just like, "I took them all out for ice cream." And one of the disabled kids pops up and goes, "Where the fuck did we get ice cream?" it's one of the most out of nowhere great lines in a movie. I remember when me and my dad were watching that, or the whole family actually was sitting there watching that. My mom was even there. We had to pause the movie for like 25 minutes. We were laughing so hard, and then that became a thing for like 6 months. That's a really good movie too, because they use actual disabled actors for it, and it's awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good film. Like forget the premise. The premise is kind of horrible, but it's one of those, it gets them in the end. But they use real disabled actors, so it's really cool. The movie rules.
Well, we're getting close to announce time.
5 to 10 Eastern Daylight Time.
Or 5 minutes to 9 Central.
It sounds like it's like 30 seconds to dog walk.
In Baltimore, it is 6:42, and it's time for your 11 o'clock report.
I think what happened is my son went outside and my wife didn't know it and locked the front door.
Oh, sure, she didn't.
Yeah, I was about to say. There's any place that Greg deserves to be.
That's harsh. That's harsh.
Wait.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Joe's receiving signals from another world.
Oh,
Joe is signals from another world.
Yes.
Well, Joe, I do because this is so much fun, and Joe's not here anymore, so I can do this again.
How many of you have seen the movie Children of Men?
I have.
It sounds familiar.
I got to watch it the other day. Very excellent movie. Anybody gets a chance to watch that? It's very nuanced.
Dan, it's the movie that's set in a post-apocalyptic world where
2027.
women can't give birth anymore. They're all
Something's happened,
all
and
feral.
That
they're
sounds
all
familiar.
And there's one girl, she's pregnant, and Clive Owen has to protect. I believe it's Clive Owen, right, John?
Yes, it was Clive Owen. Yeah.
He has to protect her as he takes her through the wasteland to scientists to figure out why she has a baby and to make sure that she gives birth to this baby, right? So that they can try to solve the sterilization issue and to help the planet out so that people don't die.
It's got Julianne Moore plays his ex-wife. Michael Caine plays family friend. I think it plays Julianne Moore.
Isn't he like a hippie doctor dude too?
No, he used to be a political cartoonist, but he's the hippie. And since they basically they outlawed political cartoons, he's now growing marijuana. And
that's what it is. Yeah.
He's
this movie, by the way, has one of the coolest action sequences. It is like a 10-minute one camera shot with no cuts where Clive Owen and this girl are running through a war zone.
Well, he's trying to she gets kidnapped and he winds up the soldiers show up to attack the terrorists and the revolutionaries. And this battle's going on, and he's trying to follow them to get the girl back, and then has to get her out through the battle scene that's going on.
So the first 5 minutes of this is just stuff exploding, and then the next 5 minutes is stuff exploding, but he's also pulling along a pregnant woman. Yeah. It's amazing. This movie is awesome.
She's already had the baby by then. So
that's right. That's
she's not a pregnant woman anymore.
He's protecting the baby. That's what it was.
What show?
This Children of Men. The movie is awesome. I haven't seen it in years, but it's
one of those movies that there's whoever wrote scenes. And strangely enough, Clive Owen wound up writing scenes for that movie. Did you know that?
I didn't.
When he got on board with it, he was talking with the writers and stuff like that. He actually wrote some of his own stuff, which is one of the reasons it's so good.
Now, I do want to point out, if you like that movie, John, check out Book of Eli.
Book of Eli is another good one.
I
don't think it wasn't as good as Children of Men, but
it's got a very similar premise.
And the twist at the end was really cool.
Yeah, that
the twist at the end, I loved it, and then after a while, it soured on me. It really did, because you go back to that opening scene, and I'm like,
well, since everybody's probably already seen the movie, I'm going to go ahead and throw a spoiler out there.
No, because not everybody has seen it. I do want to point out that once you see the spoiler, once you get to that moment when you know the big twist ending of that movie, go back and watch the first 5 minutes again.
The part where he's eating the cat.
The part where he's hunting, I call so much BS on that. So
why?
Because that was what, 100 feet. This small little woodland creature who's trying not to be detected at 100 feet, and he somehow knew exactly where it was. Also, in the post-apocalypse, I don't care who you are. That was an iPod. I don't care who you are, right? When you have, again, twist ending. Once you find out what the twist ending is, there's no damn way he figured out how to rewire that iPod. I don't care who you are. No way.
All he did was hook a battery up to it. I mean,
he had to rewire it to hook a battery up to it. Remember,
not really.
The back of it was taken apart so that they can hook the battery up to it. That requires soldering. And once you find out the twist of the movie, that's probably saying too much at this point. Once you find out the twist of the movie,
that was not the twist I was going to throw into it. By the way,
That's related to the twist, though.
I was going to throw in the book
The
Yeah.
book
Part.
itself is related to the twist.
Yeah.
When you find out what the book, so when I get to that part of the movie, and I find out what the book is, which is what reveals the big twist ending, and you find out what the book is, or you figure out what the book is about halfway through, because the dude even says, like, this is a book that people have used to control the house. Immediately, like, it's the Bible. It's the Bible. They're protecting the Bible.
Okay, since
Like-
you said Bible, I'll go ahead and say there is a Bible in every nightstand, in every motel and hotel room in this country. How the hell did they lose the Bible?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, to tell the truth, it's only the New Testament. It's not the whole thing.
I tell you what. This is what I'm going to say. And I'm going to give
Gideon
everybody.
is very selective.
If you skip forward 2 minutes in the video feed, if you're watching this live and you haven't seen the movie, just mute the audio for 2 minutes. Okay, so he's blind, right?
oh, you spoiled it for everybody.
I said,
Damn it.
I said 2 minutes. I gave him 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes to finish this topic. He's blind, right?
He's not blind. He's Denzel Washington.
The Braille version of the Bible is like 34 books. So that would have been completely, even if the dude, even if he could read Braille, that one book that he
Was
had,
one chapter.
was
Yeah,
just-
I mean, it's
it was just Genesis. That's it. So it doesn't really detract so much when you figure that out, when you realize that, like, oh, he's got the rest of the Bible memorized anyway, so it didn't matter. But even if you read Braille, that dude was still screwed. But that's still, again, at the very beginning of the movie, the two things, the iPod and the hunting the cat, if he's blind, there's no fucking way. I can understand him being blind and being able to fight off all those dudes with a machete. I will buy that all day. Hunting the cat and fixing the iPod, no. That ain't happening.
Maybe the cat makes noises.
The cat doesn't make a single noise except it steps on one leaf, right? And that
That's all
gets his
it takes.
attention, and that he lets go of the bow and arrow and kills the cat. And I'm sitting there just being all like, there's no way. Because he has the cat's not making any noise up until that point. He has no way to be able to judge the size of this thing. He has no idea it's a cat. And yet he nails this thing right in the heart. Bullshit. And I love the movie, don't get me wrong. That would be one of those things the cinema sins guys would bring up. All right, that's 2 minutes. We're done. We're done talking about it.
All right. Are we ready?
Oh,
ready for what?
well, Lewis is not here.
Yeah, Lewis is not here. I think he's checked out for the night.
Joe Dog is impatient. Let's do this thing.
I said we were going to do it at the top of the hour. And,
Oh,
Well, that's
Blake.
It's
That's
actually
Blake.
It's
He doesn't
Blake.
count. He doesn't count.
Blake, we're naming you Lewis tonight.
Well, he was another one that we were waiting on.
Yeah, he was another one we were waiting for.
And I didn't end up going to Taco Bell at all. So
Oh, boo.
Well, starting
I got a corn dog.
next week, we will be Stupid O'Clock will be listed on TMV Cafe.
What
Interesting.
is that?
Well, shoot, hit the wrong button. That's
You
the page.
usually do.
That's the page we're going to. Let me hit. No, I had the right number. I had the right one picked up.
Yeah.
I
That
will
one right
disappear.
there.
I am going to get. So see you in a minute.
All right.
Okay, do I have to team view into your computer and fix this?
No, I got it.
Uh,
TMV Cafe Radio.
Team your local independent music.
Yeah. They are. They're actually worldwide. They have a worldwide indie artist thing. When they're not running, they actually run live podcast. I used to have a show on there, and the guy has been watching some of the Stupid O'Clock replays. So he is wanting to put Stupid O'Clock on his TV page.
Oh, am I the only one clapping? You guys are jerks.
Yeah.
What?
But
No,
we're
no
actually
offense.
going-
I don't know these people. And,
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, we will be posted
And I-
up on this page.
I don't know him either, but I remember when Joe had a podcast.
I do too.
Yeah,
I remember
Tim-
him
I remember when Joe had
promoting
hair.
it.
I mean,
So we'll be listed on their TV page. They're going to link our YouTube, so all our past shows will be available. He will update it every week, so we will be available pretty much to a worldwide audience.
Not all of our past shows, just the YouTube ones.
Just the past YouTube shows, which has been pretty much for the last, I think in June.
I was about to say 3 months.
Yeah, when we finally figured out how to do it.
So yeah, we are actually we've been picked up by a podcast network,
They're that desperate, huh?
evidently.
Um.
But yeah, that's our news. We have been picked up by a network.
You know what this means,
2
don't you, Joe?
months.
What?
You're going to have to buy that. You're going to have to break down and buy that green screen.
No.
We'll clean your room, one or the other.
Hey! I want to talk about that real quick.
What?
Okay. I was going to buy a green screen.
Yeah.
Now, I was searching online trying to find out what the best green screen on a budget would be.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I was Googling and yeah, I saw one for like $30. I saw one for $60. I saw one for $150. And I found out what they actually make green screen material out of, and I was just trying to budget and fast. That's what I was trying to do. And I saw a video. It was like, you can create your own green screen for $6. And I was like, let's have some more information on that one. And it turns out you can just go to Walmart and buy fabric and make a green screen.
If they have it.
Yeah.
You may do better to order it from Walmart online.
You can get it from Walmart. You can get it from Hobby Lobby. You can get it from Joann's,
Michael's.
Let's hold on.
But you have to have a specific color, right?
Correct.
It's got to be a certain color green.
I did it.
You did it.
I did it.
What you?
I went out and I bought the color. I have
Okay. Yeah.
Now, as you can probably tell from looking behind me, that I
that's an awesome green screen effect.
up. You know, I don't have my green screen set up, and there is a reason for that that I'm not going to get into a whole lot of. But let's just say, I'm not very claustrophobic, but having something right here behind me is terrifying for some reason. It's freaking me out, man.
How big did you get it?
It's that I spent a little bit of extra money. I bought more fabric than I actually needed.
I was going to suggest taking and building a PVC pop frame and then taking it
You're like
and
the fourth person who said it. You're like the fourth person who said it. Okay, trust me, it's in the works. It's going to be some extra money that I have to spend to be able to build this thing. But I'm going to build it. Eventually, I'm going to have a green screen. But here's my point. You can just go to Walmart and buy the green screen color fabric. It doesn't have to be the spandex that they use in Hollywood. They use spandex for green screen. You don't have to buy the spandex.
Because spandex doesn't have wrinkles.
Problem. Here's the problem. Right. It's all lighting related.
Right. You got to have enough light on the green screen so that it gets picked up.
And good lighting on you, and the lighting that's on you and on the green screen has to be copacetic. So I didn't have good lighting on my green screen, so I turned my camera around, which caused the shadow, or not my camera, my light. I turned the light around, which caused the shadow to appear on my green screen, which screwed everything up. So I had to turn the light back around. But then, because I turned the light back around, right, then I had the shadow again. So then I had to turn the light, and it was trying to get to where I ended up getting. I have another lamp, but I didn't have any light bulbs for it. The only light bulb I had was a green light bulb. I thought, okay, I got a green light bulb in here. That'll be fine because it won't cause a harsh white light when I put it up on the screen. So it'll be a nice mellow green light, and it'll blend in, and that worked perfectly fine, except for the fact that whenever I changed screens on my computer monitor, because here's the thing: when you're doing is you have a computer monitor is projecting light at you, so it makes it even more difficult than if you're on a movie studio where it's just a camera, and the light is all controlled. So you have to understand, working with a green screen, even if you just buy it from Walmart, even if you order it online or anything, it's a pain in the ass. So I took it down. Plus, like I said, having it right.
Can you not dim your monitor?
I can, but why would I?
So that it wouldn't project on you and mess up your green screen effect.
I want to be able to see.
Take off your sunglasses.
Don't be a smartass.
Hey, I'm a professional smartass. It was in my military contract, and it got me out of a lot of trouble.
I want to point out though that the green screen thing is easy to buy the materials. It's very difficult. I wouldn't have had so much trouble if I had gone ahead and done one thing, because I did this right out of the box. I just took the fabric and did the thing. Obviously the fabric is folded. And you didn't iron out the iron it. No, I didn't iron it. If I ironed it, it would have been better. But that's fine. I'm going to iron it in the future. I'm going to build the frame. It's going to be good. I'm going to have a green screen in the future. It's going to be awesome.
Can we all do this by how?
I don't know.
Me too, Carl. But the only problem is I can't do that on StreamYard.
There are ways. I'm not going to go.
There are ways. I just don't have one.
And I don't fuck with them anyway. But no, what I want to point out is that I don't think I've got the time to be able to have this done by Halicon. I wanted to have it done by Halicon. I don't know if I'm going to have the time.
Oh my!
I have a lot of things going on. Joe's intestines are killing him.
No, wasn't my intestines.
So I take it that the door was the pizza delivery guy?
Yeah.
So his butt is killing him.
No.
Those are connected to the intestines.
No. The chair was set up to. I had to set up straight for the big announcement. Now, my back's killing me.
Well,
gotta lean back. Oh. Carly goes, we, you got a mouse in your pocket, Carl?
I like her already.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you need to drop in on some of their shows. Carleen, a.k.a. Donna, keeps Carl in line. Something about them women named Donna keeps their old men in line.
I'm thinking she's ex-military. A, she keeps him in line, and B, she's using a lot of military lingo, like "we." What, you have a mouse in your pocket? That is a military joke.
Or are you just happy to see me?
Carl goes, people like Aunt Donna because she busts his chops. Yep.
They're having their own little conversation on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know, it's a shame we can't actually put this on the screen. Or can we put this on the screen and show everybody what they're doing over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got it open up in another browser or something, you could share screen and have it pop up, but it would be still shots.
Share the screen. It's going to be kind of echoey, video echo.
Oh. Y'all keep on that. I'll be right back.
And here
I just think it's epic that you guys
Plant.
have your own little conversation going on in the chat window.
Oh dear.
I have a quick question for the three people that are still in this call at the moment.
John.
Do you know?
Precious, my precious.
Do you know what a banned book is?
Yes.
A book that has been banned?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Now, logic would dictate that a book that is banned, it would be a regional thing. Books aren't banned everywhere; they're only banned in certain areas, right?
Banned in Boston. That was a big thing in the 60s for adult film industry.
Similar to how certain substances are only banned in certain areas.
Correct.
Yeah.
Certain animals are only banned in certain areas. Just because something is banned where one person is doesn't mean that it's banned everywhere. It's not how that works. This is a country that has multiple states. Each state has its own laws. There's national laws, the federal laws, and then there's state laws. And even going beyond that, then you have county and then city, and even sometimes laws related directly to certain districts of a city.
And neighborhood laws.
Yeah, and then you have your
Anybody
homeowner
lives in a HOA.
Yeah, exactly, homeowner association. So, of course, we're talking about banning books being banned specifically, which implores to me that this person who is insisting that there's no possible way that books like The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn and Animal Farm have ever been banned anywhere because she can pick them up at her local library. She obviously doesn't have the reading comprehension to understand that doesn't apply everywhere.
They've been banned from school libraries numerous times.
I tried to explain this to her. And the only insulting thing that I said to her was I called her a pompous ass because I said, I was like, you don't have to be a pompous ass about this just because you have the privilege to be able to read these books without having to spend the $49.95 on Amazon in order to purchase them. You could just go to your local library and read them for free. That's a privilege. Not everyone has that. And she goes, if it were banned, I wouldn't be able to purchase it or get it from the library. I'm like, do you live in a state where marijuana is legal? And I'm hoping that's enough for her to be able to connect the dots. Otherwise, I'm just going to be all like, you obviously couldn't read any single one of these books. You're too stupid.
Hey, I live in a state where you cannot legally marry a goat. Okay.
That's a good thing.
I don't know. Been to Walmart lately? Like 2 a.m?
Don't we live in a state
They're
where
not
it's
open
not
at 2
legal
o'clock
to
in the
carry
morning.
an ice cream cone in your back pocket?
Something like that. Yeah.
I thought that was Florida, but do you know what
On Sunday.
Okay.
Did you know?
Hold up. No. I want to bring this up. Do you know why that law is a law?
Which one?
Okay, so
Ice cream or goat?
cone, the ice cream cone in the back pocket thing. Because that's not actually what the law is. That's just the statute that the law was created under. This is so cool to actually know the history behind that, why that's a law. There was a website years ago that used to take all of those weird laws and explain why they are the way they are and what court cases. Because it was basically a lawyer thing. It was for like a cheat sheet for kids going through law school on why these laws exist, why they are the way that they are, the mandates and the rulings that set them, and all of this, right?
Bluelaws.com.
The ice cream cone in the back pocket. That one drove people nuts for years. Why is it illegal to have an ice cream cone in your back pocket in the state of Georgia? Because that's how people would lure away livestock. It's not stealing if it followed me home. Because I have an ice cream cone in my back pocket.
Can I keep it?
If it follows you home, or follows you back to your property, it's therefore yours. Because obviously it was abandoned. Why else would it follow you home?
That's how some of my friends from high school got dates.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying to find out the truth behind that, to find out why that is the way that it is. And I thought that was fairly fascinating. I was like, some guy back in like the 1800s was smart enough to figure out that like horses like ice cream, and I'm just gonna lure away your horses. But then I'm coming after your sheep and your goats and your cows too.
Oh, there's always a reason for these things. It's not always a good reason,
See,
but
and
the one about no tightrope walking in church.
you go. If you're the opposite side of that, the other side of the country, right? You know, over here in Georgia, in this part of the country, on the Atlantic side of the country, we're luring away horses and cows with ice cream in the back pocket. Well, that's a nice, fun way of doing things. Hey, it followed me home. It's mine now. I mean, you obviously didn't do a good job taking care of your animals. I didn't steal it. It followed me here, right? And meanwhile, on the other side of the country, over there at like Nevada and California, they just shoot you.
Oh,
We have movies about this. Also, tightrope in church.
Yeah, that was a real one.
That shouldn't be illegal. That's
No.
entertainment.
There was a good reason, and I believe it was in New England
in 1992.
Dickety. Yeah. Did you say dickety?
There's another one about if you hit a cow on the road in New Mexico, you are in deep trouble, and you might wind up getting executed. The cattle in New Mexico have more rights than the people do. That's because there's more of them.
It is not. You are not allowed to lasso a fish in Tennessee.
Nor are you allowed to sell cornflakes on Sunday.
That's going to go over real well with a bunch of grannies that do their grocery shopping on Sundays after church.
I usually do mine before God Box is done.
You really?
This isn't terrible. The mango seltzer from Coors.
It is illegal in the state of Mississippi for young girls to walk a tightrope unless it is in church.
An exact opposite.
That is a city law in Wheeler, Mississippi. It is against the law to tickle a woman under her chin with a feather duster while she's in church in Blackwater, Kentucky. See, in Lee Creek, Arkansas, no one can attend a church in a red garment.
What if you have to wear the scarlet letter?
That's not a garment.
It can't. It's part of a garment.
It's an applique. It's not the entire garment.
I gotcha. That's a nice word, applique.
Hey.
Hey.
It is illegal to carry a skunk across state lines in Tennessee.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble, buddy.
Oh, man, how many people have given you a ride?
Chris, if you're listening, I'm so sorry, buddy.
I was gonna say, I believe that outside of my family, the only person who has done that has been Chris.
Yes.
Wait, no. Wait, Aaron Wade has done it at least. Aaron Wade's done it at least 3-4 times. But Aaron Wade can get away with anything by just doing that whole "I'm so stupid it must be cute" routine that he does.
You know what? I now have an excuse not to take skunk home.
In Alaska, it is illegal to get drunk in a bar.
Wait a minute, that's counterproductive.
I don't want to be drunk in public. I want to be drunk in a bar.
They
Arizona,
put me in public.
Arizona, no spitting in public.
Oh
No,
well, skunk.
okay.
I do have a way I can take you home. We gotta go through East Ridge. I gotta stop 50 yards before the state line.
I was walk across the state line and
you
pick me
just
back up.
walk across the state line, pick you back up.
That's if you trust him to pick you back up.
That thing
Is
in
riding in
Arizona.
a car considered carrying?
Yep.
Now, here's the other thing, though. Here's the other thing about that. Hopefully soon, if some people stop being, I'm trying to be polite about this. Hopefully here soon, you're not gonna have to worry about that because I'm gonna be living in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's not going well, by the way, and I understand why. Because Joe hasn't sent me anything about any of the apartments we've been looking at lately. He was supposed to send me an application for one of the apartments. He didn't do that because Drew passed away, and I imagine he was as distraught as I was. But now it's like, dude, it's like the 8th. Like, we're gonna get on this. I wanted to be living in Tennessee several days ago.
Yeah.
I want to make this. I'm going to go ahead and make this clear now. I don't get to vote this year.
Because you're in the wrong state?
Yeah. Technically, I'm still registered to vote in Knox County. I can't go to Knox County and vote because that would be illegal because I don't live in Knox County anymore. But that's where my voter registration is. I was trying to get it updated to Tennessee, to Cleveland, so that I could vote this year. That's why I wanted to be in an apartment by October. It didn't happen. So I'm in a very pissy mood about that, but I will get over it. But no, I don't.
You can't do it. You can't do it. Wait a minute. You can't do an absentee ballot?
That's what I was about to ask.
It's too late.
No, it shouldn't be.
Today's the 8th.
Registration to be able to vote has to be updated and everything, especially for absentee ballots and stuff like that, by Tuesday. Last Tuesday. So no, I don't get to vote this year. I'm very upset about it, and I've been. You know what? You know who I blame? You know who I blame? I'm gonna get ranty here for a minute.
Orange Man.
Wait a minute. That's the wrong button. There we go. You know what I blame? I blame all of the landlords in the Cleveland, Tennessee area. Okay, you get 2 guys here with full-time jobs who work very hard, who are just trying to find a place to live. Stop jerking us around and rent us a fucking apartment.
It's Cleveland, Tennessee, skunk.
I don't give a fuck.
It's like this big.
Pisses me off because
that's
it's like,
not what it is.
It's just
No. Cleveland, Tennessee is nothing but drama. It is nothing but judging. It is nothing about you have to be a certain way or you're wrong.
I don't give a shit about any of that shit. You have 2 fucking you 2-bedroom apartment or house or something like that, and you got 2 people who are ready to fucking come in and pay rent. Why the hell are you gonna rent to these other people who? What the hell? We were there.
Did you try the apartments on Stevens Road? Did you try the apartments on Stevens Road?
They keep saying that they don't have any availability. I'm looking at the news.
They're empty.
All of these people getting fucking evicted. What the hell do you mean you don't have any availability? What the hell are you talking about?
They're empty.
They're all full of crap. People just don't want to rent to people right now, and I don't understand why. It's like you get 2 guys with
I can tell you exactly
jobs.
why they're not renting. And you've already covered it.
What?
People moving in to be eligible to vote. That's what they're seeing.
Well,
I don't think that's it. I think it's Cleveland. I think it's that the people are too judgmental and they don't care what kind of money you make or any of that. You don't look like you follow their path in life, so they're not going to rent to you.
Now, understand this. I don't show up to meet with realtors. When I show up to meet with these realtors to rent these apartments and rent these houses and all this other stuff, when I go in and put in my applications and stuff, I don't show up looking like, punk skunk with the leather and the spikes and the chains and all that shit. Now,
I know.
Usually, I always dress up nice because I understand that, Heather. And I have a mullet. I look like Joe Dirt. you would think that these people would just be like, oh, he's definitely one of our kind of people.
They're not that hick.
Skunk. When you get a chance, private chat. Trust me. I'm good at this. I don't know how far out in Cleveland that is, but that's in Cleveland.
Well, I'm also going to tell you another thing is the COG up there.
COG.
The COG headquartered up there.
Oh yeah, Church of God. They've got the international and they've got the state.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately too south. It's part of the problem with. It's also part of the other problem with it is that, and this is annoying as hell. We have to find a place.
Oh, I know where that is.
We have to find a place where Joe is going to be able to, not this Joe, but a different Joe, where he's going to be able to get to work every day. And if it's too far south, he's got a bike like 10, 20 miles. He's not going to be able to do that every day. It's just not going to happen. So we're trying to find something on the north side where it's going to be easier for him to be able to get to work every day.
Does he have a driver's license? Does he?
No, that's part of the reason why we're moving in together, so I can get him a driver's license. Long story short version, his mom was supposed to teach him how to drive when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Right? Mom was supposed to teach him how to drive when he was a kid. She ended up having all those health problems before she passed away, and she never could teach him. Bill was supposed to do it, but then Bill got a new car, and he's paranoid that Joe's going to wreck the new car. I finally told Joe, I said, look, man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to teach you how to drive. I'm going to get you your driver's license, right? And everything's going to be good, but we have to move in together first. And until then, he has to stay. He's so trying to be like, oh, just wait until February. I don't want to wait until February. I don't want to wait until February. I want to be out by now.
Far north.
So I could. Yeah.
Okay.
Athens is 45 minutes north. 45 minutes north of Cleveland.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
And so I wanted to be out by now to be able to vote. I don't get to vote this year. Now I'm just doing it out of spite. I need to get out of here. And it's just, and he won't, just aggravated about everything. Aggravated about him, aggravated about the landlords. Stop just being jerks and just rent some fucking apartments to some guys, because we're just trying to get, I don't understand this. It really is one of the things that just makes me want to walk in with a shotgun and be like, give me a damn apartment or I'll fucking kill you. Like, that's pissing me off.
You don't want to go
there. It's the same exact issues that I had when I was trying to find a job. It's like, you got somebody who's willing to work, who's ready to bust his ass, who's ready to get the shit done. You just want to ignore that? What do? You're going to hire Johnny Crackhead for the millionth fucking time? He's going to fucking quit his job after 2 weeks because, I'm not happy with the way things are going. Oh, fuck you. Let's change subjects. I'm getting too negative right now. This shit's pissing me off. I don't know. Pick something, because if I go, I'm just going to end up going back to apartment woes.
Well, what about the new Mel Gibson movie? Have you seen the
What
trailer?
is that
for
about?
it?
It's about Mel Gibson.
I didn't even know there was a new Mel Gibson. What the hell are you talking about?
I didn't even know there was an old Mel Gibson movie at this point.
There's a new Mel Gibson movie coming out called Fat Man.
Oh, somebody linked me to that earlier.
I saw that on Facebook earlier, and it seems to be a Santa Claus movie.
Yeah. Mel Gibson is Santa Claus. And some kid, he pissed off some kid. So this kid it was a mafia kid, has hired a hitman to go kill Santa Claus. And Santa Claus was
Gibson.
Mel Gibson, who is actually a CIA agent.
Who linked me to this earlier? Somebody linked me to that.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's on my post. I think it was John.
Well, it's not going to be as good as the one with Kurt Russell, because he actually was Santa Claus. So.
Yeah. No, Mel Gibson is Santa Claus.
You say so, Joe.
No, Mel Gibson is Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson as an actor is playing Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay. There's only one
CIA agent with a cover name Santa Claus is what I thought.
Have you seen Mel Gibson lately? He is Santa Claus.
No, Mel Gibson is closer to the Unabomber at this point.
But yeah, it's well. I posted
No,
up.
that
I said
reminds me
I
of
don't
something I
know.
wanted to do
I don't know
earlier.
if I. Well, I
Distracted me,
posted up
fuckers.
about it. I said I don't know if I want to watch this movie a few times or protest it.
That's the one that I saw. Yes.
I mean, it's gonna be if you like shoot 'em up movies, it's gonna be a shoot 'em up movie.
The night the reindeer died. Nobody knows that.
There is a Weird Al song that covers this entire theme.
Christmas at Ground Zero?
No, The Night Santa Went Crazy.
Oh, The Night Santa Went Crazy, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Scrooged?
Yes.
With Bill Murray. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The
It's classic.
first part of the movie, they're doing the commercial for The Night the Reindeer Died with Lee Majors as the $6 Million Man. Have you not seen this?
I've seen it, but I mean, I don't remember that.
Funniest part. That's the funniest part of the damn movie.
Wait,
Yeah, well, there's the rest of the movie that kind of kept everybody from seeing it. I'm
no,
assuming.
no. The funniest part of that movie was the dude from the New York Dolls, whose name I can't remember right now, and I know somebody out there.
Oh, the lead singer?
Yeah, he's gonna kick my ass for not remembering this, but he was playing the Ghost of Christmas Past, who was the cabbie. It was showing Bill Murray's character when he used to be the dog on some kid's television show thing, and the kid, he's all like, yeah, Bill Murray in the past is all like, "What is this?" Right? And the kids in the audience and the cabbie are like, "It's a bone!
It's a bone, you lucky dog."
God, that dude is awesome. He was also in Tales from the Tales from
What is it? Dexter, Poindexter.
Poindexter. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's Poindexter.
That was his name. Poindexter.
He's awesome. He's a great dude. He was in that
Buster Poindexter.
Thank you. He was in that Tales from the Dark Side movie. He's really awesome in that. The one where they had to kill the cat.
How much are you guys wanting to spend on rent?
$7.
We have a limit. Our limit is $900.
And that's before any utilities.
Okay, so you know when you go up Paul Huff Parkway towards I-75? All right, get off on I-75 north and turn left. You're going to go through you're going to turn left at the red light on Atkinson, and there's some apartments up on the hill. Some townhouse apartment complexes. They've got a couple of units up there for $890 a month. 2 bedrooms.
All right, just let me do that.
They're like brand new apartments. Sorry, I distracted you.
Okay.
What?
I am going to post a link to The Night the Reindeer Died on Stupid O'Clock. Because I cannot believe that I am in a chat room or a blog.
I've seen the movie, John. I just don't remember that part. Like I said, Buster Poindexter was funnier. And then there was that one chick who kept hitting. She kept hitting Bill Murray with a toaster.
One chick.
I can't remember her name. She was the Ghost of Christmas Present. She kept hitting him with toasters and shit. That was hilarious. And then there was death in that movie. The Ghost of Christmas Future is awesome.
Scrooged?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was her name? Darn it. She was in Taxi. She played Latka's wife.
Carol Kane.
Carol Kane. Thank you.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's great in that movie. Actually, there isn't a single person in that movie who isn't amazing. Absolutely amazing. In fact, Bobcat Goldthwait has a bit part in that movie as the toady, and it was like, he's like one step away from killing himself and everybody else, and he ends up almost going through with it, and it turns out that he's actually like at the end of the movie, where he's just like, "I love you, man," and it calms him down, and he doesn't end up murdering everybody, but he's he's, like I said, he's only got a bit part in the film, and he's amazing.
His name John Forsyth played the boss. He also played the ghost of Chris, or Bob played.
He played the Marley part, yeah, but he does the. What's great about about that is that he's obviously he's not covered in chains and everything, like
he's a zombie.
Marley's ghost is, and he's a golf zombie.
What's his name? Robert. Robert Mitchum played the guy that owned the network. I love that role where they're talking about the cats and all that sort of stuff, like cats watching TV. At the very end, where he called him a flatulating butthead. You see him, he's a flatulating butthead. He turns around, he kicks his wife's cat. You hear this.
All right. Before we run off, I got to do something real quick.
Yeah. Go do your thing.
And
no, we got to. Well, I got to push a button. So we'll be back in about 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Southwest of Chicago, there is a small, secluded cemetery known as Bachelor's Grove, and it is one of the most haunted places in the United States. Author Brian K. Morris brings you a collection of writings that will help you navigate this ghostly graveyard, if you dare. The Haunting Scripts of Bachelor's Grove is available now on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Thank you for coming in, Mr. Johnson. Have a seat right here. And just this. Now, can you read the chart directly in front of you?
I can actually read that just fine.
Yes, very good. Now, tell me, which looks better? 1 or 2? 1 or 2?
Can I see number 1 again?
1 or 2?
I really don't see a difference.
3 or 4?
Oh, God.
This is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Also catch us on the HWWS Web TV YouTube channel. Subscribe today and become part of the legend.
All right.
Oh my God, we're back.
Yep. And 15 minutes and the show will be over.
That's true, Bunny Rabbit.
Oh, Dan's ready. Hold on. What happened? I didn't do that. There we go.
The guy running the show is asking the audience what happened.
So, everybody got their link?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Okay. Oh, oh, Skunk's up to something.
It was an interesting day for me. They decided to do the new Windows update at like 4 a.m. while nobody was in the store to make sure that things weren't broken. So lo and behold, our openers came in at 7. Everything was broken. Luckily, they can count money by hand. And I spent the rest of the day putting out fires. And then the guys who came to put in the LED light showed up. And I'm like, okay, let's add that to the mix. So yeah, I had a fun-filled day of babysitting.
It never rains, it pours.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Amber Graves, thank you for tuning in. 1 and
Hey,
3 are a little blurry. Is that somebody you know, Skunk? Or is
That's Amber.
We got that part.
She lives in Ringgold. She's the person that I didn't show on the show
Oh,
too.
okay. Cool. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Amber. That's Skunk.
Greetings.
Hi.
I'm gonna put Dan up in the prop.
Look at that up in the corner.
Yeah, Dan's never had the host position.
That's me in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Dragon.
I'm in Lewis Lee's
I'm
middle
trying to
square.
do 2 or 3 different things.
Actually, Dan is losing
Dan.
his religion.
Yeah, it's losing his bandwidth a little bit.
No, it's been bad all night.
Okay.
Skunk,
Didn't feed the
Yeah,
gerbils.
what's up?
put some pants on.
Wearing pants.
He missed it. Heather got
Yeah.
it. John got it.
Okay.
Got it.
He looks like he's focused somewhere else.
Yeah. Oh, Carlene says Carl just can't last.
He's sleeping. He's already in bed.
Well, there are medicines for that now.
Yeah.
Something 4 hours. Something doctor. Something congratulations.
When we were in Iraq, a couple of guys went to the pharmacy. They don't have the pharmacy regulations in Iraq that we have here in the United States.
Oh, I bet not.
So guys were going in there and buying like anabolic steroids and Viagra. They were buying Viagra in a 1 gallon Ziploc bag, 1,000 pills to a bag,
Oh, my
and
God.
shipping it home. This was back when Viagra was like $15 a dose.
Yeah, that's like thousands of dollars that you probably paid like $8 for over there.
I think they paid 20 or 40.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But just
Talk about your great speckled bird.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing in the Philippines right now. They're shipping medicine from there because it's so cheap. We've encountered some of it at FedEx.
Oh, what do y'all do? Do y'all stop it or?
Well, we don't. We just contact the authorities once it literally says like anabolic steroids or things like that. We have to put a little note on it, like digital note, and then it just travels because it has their legit home address or wherever they're taking it to, and we just hold it at our location, and the cops just kind of follow them home one day.
So you're a narc.
I'm part of Big Brother. Hell, I can share the story about how I accidentally like delivered meth for like 9 months. So
Accidentally?
yeah, like all right. Short story. I used to work overnights for FedEx, and same couple of guys would come in and pick up these boxes of PVC. They were like, golf bag size box, and they would rattle around. And I'm like, "What do you guys do for a living?" And it's like, "Oh, well, we do custom fittings for plumbing." And it sounds like PVC and sounds like metal and brass and stuff in there. And I'm like, "Oh, okay." What they were doing was they were shoving a box down a PVC pipe that was full of methamphetamine, and then from California and Nevada shipping it all over the United States. And they got hold of it, and I had to like pretty much put my life at risk because if the guy was pissed off that the box wasn't there when I said it was, no clue what would have happened to me. But I'm like, yeah, delivery was late. It's coming in tomorrow. And so they had a whole bunch of cops waiting on them in plain clothes. And Like I helped stop a 8-state drug bust for meth. So interesting, but definitely not my drug choice.
I'll stick to coffee.
Coffee and
Oh, I
water.
found out something weird today. Thanks to
Carly says
Facebook.
she needs to rephrase that. He can't stay awake any longer. Okay.
Phrasing.
Okay.
Evidently, grapefruit juice intensifies the effects of certain drugs
Yes.
and causes all kinds of drug interactions
Yes.
because
Yeah,
your
happened to my
body
mom.
processes more under the influence of grapefruit juice. And Tylenol is one of those drugs. So
We when we were
It
going
interacts with almost every single medication.
Oh yeah.
when we were going to the MEP station up in Knoxville to join the Army, they would tell you when they put you in the hotel for the nights and we'll come by and get you in the morning, such. When you eat breakfast, it says don't drink any orange juice because it'll affect the drug test you have to take in the morning. And we're like, excuse me, when did the United States Army declare orange juice to be an illegal drug?
No.
What was the
Evidently,
answer?
when my arthritis
answer
kicks
was-
in,
I'm watching you, mister.
They were testing to make sure you could follow instructions before you signed up.
Go sit on the Group W bench.
that's exactly right. Well, when my arthritis kicks in, what I need to do is instead of taking my Advil with the beer, I need to chug a glass of grapefruit juice, and the medicine will work better.
But all the other stuff you're taking,
I don't take anything else.
does it affect blood pressure medicine, Heather?
Yes.
Yeah. I was told I can't. I am really not supposed to do any citrus with the stuff I take. So
It causes the drug to stay in your body longer because it interacts with an enzyme in your liver and small intestine.
And it also increases how much of it gets in your bloodstream from the normal dose to like 5 to 10 times the normal dose. Your body absorbs it much better under the influence of grapefruit juice.
Heather, check Facebook.
I am.
Okay, thank you.
My phone just went off.
It's fine.
Well, I didn't get anything from Facebook.
Well, I didn't send you anything on Facebook, jackass.
Hey, Skunk.
you jelly bro?
It
What?
should be the last. It should.
Wait a minute, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
John, it's okay because you didn't. It's fine.
But people were talking, Joe.
I
Doesn't
already hit the
care.
button. Now what? Go
Chicken
ahead.
butt. I don't have a chicken butt to show.
Yeah,
I
you
could
do.
probably find one though.
I gotta check on my Henway.
About 2 pounds.
If we're
there-
talking
here's
chicken
what-
anything, we could talk about headless chicken Mike.
Here. There we go. Hey, there you are.
What, chicken butt?
Yeah.
Chicken porn. Wonderful.
We've hit new lows here at Stupid O'Clock.
Oh, great. Somebody just sent me another computer
Give me a
virus through my
second and I'll
email.
look.
Look at what, chicken butt?
Oh
No, what you messaged me.
Yeah. Well, I just no. If okay, it's fine. If that's all you told me everything I needed to know. We're good.
Oh, okay, good.
Dan, did we talk about the Twin Cedars newsletter?
Only in the pre-show.
On the pre-show, we didn't talk about that. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
not in the show itself.
Okay, Joe.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't remember this one.
There you go. Talk about there you go.
Our resident author here, Dan Hollifield, was listed in
That guy.
a Twin Cedar newsletter that came out today. We've got it linked on our Stupid O'Clock page, talking about the great things that Dan has done and all his talents. And everybody needs
Short
to go to
list, huh?
our Facebook page and check out the newsletter about Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Yay.
Thank
Can
you.
I ask a real quick weird question, even though he's not here anymore?
All right.
What's with the dino porn? Does
You
somebody
have
want to
to
explain
look.
that to me?
You
What?
have to go look.
No,
Have
no. Understand.
Are we talking the
Understand.
pterodactyl one?
I'm a furry. I've seen it. But why is everybody obsessed with dino porn all of a sudden?
No, that video had to be taken like 20 years ago with the pterodactyls. So that's all I can say. I don't want to give away the plot.
Somebody mentioned it on one of these blog things
Brian
that show like, and apparently everyone was like, dino porn. And they actually went and had to look it up. Like, ooh,
We did it a couple weeks ago. We talked about it.
Brian, it keeps getting brought up on Brian's show, and I'm sitting there just being out like, what?
I think it was just one of those jokes.
I've seen it.
It's somebody brought up for a minute.
Oh, wow.
Rule 34. For those of you at home who do not know what Rule 34 is, Rule 34 is one of the rules of the internet. Rule 34 states that if it's on the internet, there's a porn version of it.
Somebody, there's a really famous post of that where somebody tried to challenge it by posting a picture of a shopping cart, and it was
And
just
somebody
you're not
came
going to
back to
find
picture a shopping cart.
he said you're not going to find Rule 34 of this. And somebody else posted a picture of all the shopping carts lined up together, right? Like you know how they link up. I posted a picture of that. Said it's a gangbang pay up, fucker.
Daisy chain.
Okay, the classic one, the one I remember, was the two toasters going at it.
The thing about it is like, okay, yeah, all right. The whole rules of the internet thing was something that was invented by 4chan. It's dumb anyway.
It's dumb, but strangely enough, it does apply to most
It's
situations.
mimetic. Yeah, and I hate stuff like the people talk about the game. Oh, you find out about the game that you just lost. Like, oh, grow up. Who cares? I'm nihilistic enough without your esoteric BS.
All right.
Oh, is it time to end the show?
It is time to end the show.
Yeah, we got less than a minute left.
Yeah. And Carly
Did we ever come
Caroline
up with a
says
new
there's
show
always-
ending for this, or are we still using High Flight?
We're still using why would we change?
Variety. I don't know.
No, this show has a little bit of format. The other one, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's the one that changes.
Did
This show is
Okay, Skunk, did the explosion come back? That's all I got to ask.
I'm not telling.
All right. We'll catch y'all Saturday night, 11
And if
o'clock.
you want to find out the answer to the question, did the explosion come back, you've got to go to the after show.
Yeah, the after show is only available on Joe's Facebook page. So friend Joe on Facebook. Everybody send him a friend request. Annoy the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Make sure to post horrible vacation photos on his
And if you keep doing the thumbs up button, Joe gets to hear ding, ding, ding.
Because he doesn't shut it off.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, I have slept the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.